Start the song. Start the timer.
The dining on the corner. I am waiting at the counter for the man to pour the coffee, and he fills it only halfway. And before I even argue, he is looking out the window at somebody coming in.
What up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio post-Christmas with a little nice relaxed opening, I thought. Everyone's a little tired. Holidays happened. Suzanne Vega, Tom's Diner, which is actually about the same diner / restaurant they use in Seinfeld. Quick fact. Jake, how are you doing today? Welcome back with our one day off for Christmas.
Good morning. I was just gonna say that sounded like a good wake up song.
It is. It's a nice, it is a nice wake up song. I agree. It's
You
nice
have to have
and
the
slow.
volume at an appropriate level, otherwise it's not potent enough. But yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, do. It's really fun to sing with a friend. If you can get someone else to do the do, and then you know the lyrics. Who I used to do that with? It might have been Kraus. Ask him. You can sing with him.
Good. Mike, good.
She's a woman, so that's why I played it, because it's
Bingo.
Women Wednesday. Boom. And I thought it was a nice, relaxing intro. Just coming off the holidays. Glad you enjoyed it.
Did.
How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Sleepy. I feel like Tuesday tried to take some late blows at me this morning.
Wow. Tuesday sneaking in?
Oh yeah. I mean, Christmas had it occupied. So I mean, you know.
Christmas had Tuesday held down. Half
Whole
Nelson.
Angelic hell type thing. But yeah, good. We each got some new swag displayed.
Yeah, I got my CCSU sweatshirt on. My sister said, "You have pride in your school?" When I got it, and I said, "Come on." Of course, although CCSU,
Which sister? Because I'm gonna put them in headlock.
Ritzy, which is easy. She's the size of a grain of rice, so she can slip right out of your headlock probably.
Yeah, you're right. My arms are probably too big to grasp her head.
Yeah, she'd sneak right through.
Grain of rice, Ritzy.
You got new headphones. You said there's a story about it?
Like half, so I was setting up again. I late start this morning, Tuesday vibes, and so I was setting up, and I was looking for my headphones. So I got some nice wireless like workout headphones, that I used briefly,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was setting up, and I couldn't find the other headphones, and the wireless ones were right in the spot where I normally keep the other headphones. So I started doing this so it doesn't help that we started watching Maniac yesterday.
Oh,
quick show.
Yeah, how far into it are you? Well, we'll do Maniac talk after you finish headphone talk.
Like 4 apps, so it ties in. But so these headphones were where my old headphones were. So I was like, did I just mentally swap out my old headphones and they're just done now? Like, is this it? Like I thought, these guys were going to be a team. Like the other ones would hang out, and then when I had to work out, I'd throw on these wireless ones. But yeah, the wireless ones are in the game right now, and we're live.
Nice. Those look like cool headphones. They stick out your ear a little bit. They look like they got an impact.
They look like they've got an impact. Go on.
Like there's more going on to them than normal headphones. So I don't. Is the sound better? Looks like they're got some.
I think they're Bose quality.
Kind of like Frankenstein bolts coming out your ears.
I knew you were getting there because I wanted you.
I just said it.
I saw it in your eyes that you were restricting your words. Yeah, okay.
No, I just thought of that on the
like
spot. I couldn't figure out what they look
Well,
like.
I could still see your eyes saying it, even
Yeah.
if your brain and your mouth didn't have the words yet.
Yeah, they were trying to figure out what they look like.
But yeah, I've just previously I've had some. I don't know. I think I have tiny ears because I have tiny head.
I have tiny ears. A lot of headphones don't fit inside my ears.
Yeah, so these right now they have the insert part. They have a medium, small, and a large. So right now I'm still trying to make the medium work because I think it's a little bit of the Napoleon in me. They're like, yeah, I can wear medium headphones, but I think I'm gonna have to swap out the small at some point.
I got Bluetooth headphones in White Elephant this year, but yeah, those the kind that they are with like the little nipple, for lack of a better word, that like you put in your ear doesn't fit in my ear canal ever, and they really annoy me. So I didn't use them.
Yeah, that's where I've been up to this point. But the medium's working. I'm gonna have to, like, if it was you would have already experimented with all three to see how they fit. Right now, I'm trying to see if I can make the medium, if my ear can adjust to the medium for life, and I just never take them out ever.
Nice. Sounds like you can hear me, so they work.
Hearing aids.
Hearing aids. TV ears. Maniac. How do you like Maniac? I think I got 4 episodes in, then I stopped.
So we're 4 eps in, and it was kind of, me and my sweet Jessica are finding our kind of Christmas. I don't want to say Christmas traditions, but last year we were sick. We just ate lasagna and watched Ozark.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been making jokes how that's our current Christmas tradition. People just laugh and laugh, and then. So, we're cruising yesterday, trying to be low key, being cool like I am, and so we hit like, I don't know, 5:00. We'd watch some Christmas stuff. We watched a lot of basketball. Took the doggy for a walk. Kind of did everything, and then it's kind of one of those. We looked at each other. It's like, I don't know. Do we want to start like drinking? Like, I don't know. We both kind of have to do stuff tomorrow. Like, what's next? And then, we went for some Maniac, and four eps in. It's entertaining. The feelers I put out, everyone was like, yeah, it's kind of weird, but I think it might be your kind of show. And I was like, okay. And it is. I think it's a little offbeat. It's a little weird. I mean, 4 eps in, there's some weird stuff going on, but I still don't really know what anything means. But that's kind of the new show format these days.
4th episode was the ferret heist or whatever the animal is.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good episode. But the 5th episode, halfway through, I said I'm out, bowed out.
Okay.
I think it's like you said, that is like a new trend shows are trying to do, is like be confusing, and right. I think there's shows that are naturally confusing in the way they tell the story, and that makes it interesting. And then there's shows that their goal is to confuse you, and those shows I don't like. And I think Maniac's goal is to have the audience being like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
That's how I feel about Westworld too.
Oh yeah, bingo. I like the first season of Westworld. I haven't dove into 2 just because I heard weird things. Like Westworld, Westworld was a homework assignment. Westworld was you had to watch the episode and then you'd have to like go online and like discuss it in a forum, and then like come back with the book report. Maniac, I don't feel that way yet because there could still be like a twist or a bit of information that makes it all come together. And it's Jonah Hill and what's her name? So
Emma Stone.
That's fun. Emma Stone.
I know. I don't know how it finished, so it could get really good.
And I mean, right now where I'm at, I've got Jonah Hill going around in a throwback Warren Moon Oilers jersey with a mullet. So I mean, I can just kind of look at that and be happy.
Well, let me know if it gets good, and I should go back and finish it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because then I will.
How'd your Christmas go? Christmas Steve?
Christmas Steve. It was good. It's good times. I like Christmas.
Yeah.
Got some gifts. I got 2 whiteboards for my office. I'm pretty pumped about that. Big whiteboard. And
yes.
I can throw my whiteboards now, and I can put my to-do list on the whiteboard. When I get an intern for the summer, I can throw like things on the whiteboard. Big whiteboard guy. We played Pictionary on one. Breaking
Nice.
it a little. I'm so bad at drawing.
Yeah.
Played a lot of games, a lot of gifts. What else did I get? I got that mechanical keyboard I put on Instagram.
Saw that.
I'm gonna start writing novels again. Yeah,
Everything you wanted it to be?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's easy to, because I'm not gonna be able to edit with that. But when I want to write, I can just plug the USB in and then start typing up a storm. Novel. Probably write 1,000 pages each day and every day.
It looked like a modern mechanical keyboard. I assumed it was going to be like old school.
No, it's a new thing where like I think people are sick of these new keyboards that Max makes, where like you barely touch the buttons to press them down, so it doesn't feel fulfilling, and they're tiny, so your wrists are basically touching when you type. That's like what I have in front of me. And I think people were like, hey, I actually liked the old ones. And then I'm sure there was a collection of people that just sold old keyboards, but they didn't have like USB really. So then now there's this whole new market for brand new mechanical keyboards, which I didn't know about till 2 months ago, and then I asked for them.
Nice. There you go.
So no ad deals, mechanical keyboard. Pretty niche thing. I don't think many people would want those. I'm a weirdo.
Apparently they do.
I do. You ready to do some sports?
We could do some sports.
I got some tri-state updates for us.
Okay.
All right. Here. Ooh, the volume was down still, but I got it. Here we go. The Knicks lost to the Bucks 109-95. Giannis had a double-double. Did he have any retaliation from the Hazonia nonsense that happened last time they faced? We'll find out. I'm going to ask Jake. Todd Bowles is about to finish his farewell tour as he has one more game left with the New York Jets. Everybody wave goodbye and be sad about Todd Bowles probably never coaching for the Jets again. Last Saturday, everybody's Central Connecticut State Blue Devils beat the Maine Black Bears 93-90. It's probably the highest scoring game Central's ever had this year. Tyler Cole dropped 33 on those Maine losers, and Jameer Coleman, your second favorite Blue Devil, had a double-double. 10 assists and 11 points. The Devils are back on the up and up, and they're on their way to Oregon as I speak in preparation to beat those bastard Beavers of the West. Been too long since we checked in on Central because they didn't play any games in December, but I got the sweatshirt on now, Blue Devils, so I figured we'd check in. They're about to go play Oregon State, Jake. What's your guess on the score? What do you think the spread's going to be?
Those bastard West Coast Beavers is what I was told.
Those bastard Beavers of the West, yeah. I think Oregon's might beat Central by what's the spread going to be? Oh, well, obviously Central's going to win, but the spread's got to be 20 points.
It could be. I'd have to look into your Oregon State Beavers of the West again. They've had some good teams. They've also had some really bad teams. And hey, man, are you seeing this? CCSU, buddy, trying to build that resume. Yeah, I mean they're gonna get killed, but I'll continue to talk myself into it for the next few days. Oregon State is their next game after CCSU, so they're gonna be looking ahead, Jim.
Oh, they're looking way ahead. Wow. Trap games. I've never been excited to be on the other side of a trap game. I'm usually worried to be on the bad side when you're the good team. I've never been the bad team going in hey, classic trap game. We got them where we want them. They think nothing of us.
These guys think we are terrible.
They don't know a single one of your names, and they don't know where we are on a map of the U.S. We got them. We're going to beat them.
They wouldn't give you a sip of water if you were dying on the side of the road and they had a lot of extra water.
Trap game.
That's one of those fun. I wonder if there's a little bit to being a coach, or maybe this is us just never getting to the level of athletics where you have really good coach. But there's something good to a coach using a corny, if I was a CCSU player, and our coach just after every sentence was saying, trap game. I would love that.
Yeah,
I would be up for that.
Assistant coach.
I don't know. I think it might. Well, this is a little bit mean. Goes back to me watching Maniac, but I think I like my coach having a little bit of a loose screw.
I think the assistant coach is walking around in the circle in the locker room just muttering, trap game.
Yeah, just like, just going. Who's? I'm gonna spin some of your pop culture stuff, Jim. Who's the
assistant coach walks around the locker room, Jake, and he goes up to Tyler Coles, the CC's best U player. Hey, man, I was walking around practice the other day. Saw the Beavers practice and said, hey, Beavers, you know who Central's best player is? You know what they said? They asked, they got one of those? They don't know your name, Tyler. That's how you pump him up. I showed them a picture of you. They said, that guy plays basketball?
This is going to be a lot of connect the dots.
Okay, but I'm ready to connect them. I got a pen in my hand.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yep.
Who plays Bernard in Westworld. Who was in the Hunger Games as the genius.
Okay, so the black guy from Westworld and in the Hunger Games. Older black guy with the white beard.
Another way to label him.
Given the visual.
And so in the Hunger Games, he plays the genius. He's with the his like female counterpart at first, and she goes crazy and she starts saying tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. That's what I want my assistant coach doing. Like I want him, like his brain is so overloaded by the fact that CCSU is the trap game that he's just like overcome with it. He's rocking in his chair like that. The old Braves pitching coach, Mazzoni, and he's just going, trap game. It's a trap game. we finally got it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how you get the players to believe.
Mm-hmm. That's why Central lost to Providence by 25. Because they're just all this whole season's been about trapping Oregon.
Right. You had to set it up.
You had to set it up. You can't beat Providence by 25 because then Oregon's like, oh, maybe we should pay attention to them. Well, you got to play up for this. You got to play poorly. You got to lay it on the line though. So, I mean, I don't know if Vegas knows about this trap game, but we'll see what the odds are. It's not for like 3 days.
Yeah, the game's the 29th. So we're really building it up for you guys.
Well, there wasn't much news. The other news is that the Knicks lost. Was there any like Giannis flexing, Giannis standing over anything, or does he?
No.
Because to remind you, the last time Hazonia had 2 points in the entire game, and it was a dunk over Giannis, and then he stepped over him, and then him and Campter pumped up the crowd like a bunch of losers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the freshman like got 2 points and then just like went crazy.
No, Hazonia did not play coach's decision, so there was literally nothing there. No, I mean, kind of classic Knicks game. They played good basketball till halftime, and then they got crushed in the third quarter, and that was it.
Nice.
Yeah, your boy Vonleh put on a good showing. That was kind of the, if nobody's watching Knicks game this year and they had the crew watching, that was, just first time watching the Knicks, what's going on with these guys. Vonleh was like playing decent defense on Giannis, 14 points, 15 boards. So that was kind of cool. I'm happy for him. The part that sucks, man, Frank didn't play, and he's been playing lately. And, like, his mom came there from France or Luxembourg or wherever she's living now. And I get it. This is professional sports. But it's also like, yo, Mrs. Ntilikina, we also want to watch Frank play, like, a little bit. So that's kind of tough.
But I thought he's not good.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be. He's the 18th youngest player in the league. Like, he's got to take some lumps. So not really sure.
Maybe every time him and his mom get together, they have a tradition where they go out on town, and they're both super drunk.
Right, the 20-year-old Frank Ntilikina, the professional athlete, super drunk.
His mom comes in town. They're French, man. They just start drinking.
Yeah. I mean that's.
Can't rule it out.
I won't rule it out for the 20-year-old Frank Ntilikina. Is a professional athlete.
Mom comes down, got a drink. Hey, Todd Bowles, you got anything on him? Probably waving goodbye.
I was gonna say you came in pretty confident there. You think Todd's gone? Your guy?
Yeah, I think he's gone, but I mean, I'm not an authority on the matter. I just from all the tweets I see in the newspaper articles, I think I copied that from a newspaper article. Todd Bowles' last game as a Jet coach. So they were pretty sure.
2 days ago, Woody Johnson, Todd Bowles is our head coach. I don't know. This is something again. I think you and I would be a little fact. You and I would be a little out of our element because I think our information on this is from the leftovers of Jets Twitter we get. And I just think it's the easy thing to do. Like Jets are bad, fire Todd Bowles. I mean the thing I don't know is all their eggs have been Darnold this season, and he's actually the past few weeks he's been really good. Like over the past 5 weeks or something, he has the best QBR in the league, something like that. So like if that's your actual goal and he's kind of solid, well maybe we keep Todd around. But I think that's classic would drive Jets fans up a wall. And it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like Bowles leaves, Darnold's crappy next year, Jets still suck. If Bowles stays, Darnold's crappy next year, Jets still suck.
Yeah. Well, according to Matt Stipakowski, he's the NewJersey.com writer I saw the headline for. He said, with one game left in the season and likely in Bowles' tenure with the Jets, he has posted a pathetic 24-39 record. Maybe I don't like Matt Stipakowski, but that's what I was going off of.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. And Matt's probably leaning right. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise if they fired him, but I could also see where they don't.
Of all the Jets coaches who have lasted at least 20 games, sure. Bowles' 381 winning percentage ranks second worst in front of only the infamous Rich Kotite. Got it? I don't know how you're supposed to say that.
I'm interested. How's it spelled?
Kotite.
Kotite. Sure. Got it? I don't know.
Those are the two. Oh, man. Google Rich Cottit. Google Rich Cottit images. They are fantastic. Bring this guy back.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay. Well, some people are watching live, so I'm going to screen share. Because
he's early 90s, late 80s, exactly what you expect from your head football coach.
Yeah, and if SNL was to do a skit in the 90s of a coach, that's him. Look at this sad one. Look at this sad picture.
He's a victim of that late 80s, 90s clothing, too. Very much so.
And the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great sad picture of him.
Like him.
All right, you want to go to national news?
Yeah.
Here we go.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, my Broncos couldn't win. Instead, they got trounced by the Oakland Raiders. DJ Swearinger was released by the Washington Redskins after criticizing the team. He's a Pro Bowl alternate, and this is the team that just picked up the dude with abuse stuff. Tough. That's a tough team to be a fan of. Maybe one day we should do a ranking of worst teams to be a fan of. 15-year-old signs their first professional contract with Celtic. You always throw these on there and like these. I don't love these. Draymond calls Lakers defense gimmicky when, in fact, they whooped on them and let Draymond shoot because he's been terrible this year. Bad year for Draymond. Jimmy, Christmas Day is NBA Day. We had a lot of games. Lakers beat Golden State. Your Knicks, as we know, lost to the Bucks. We talked about that earlier. Boston beats Philly in OT. Utah beats your Portland Jazz. Oh, screwed up those games. I want you to hit the button. No, we got it.
Wow, a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff there.
A lot of stuff. Your Raiders voice was good. Raiders win their maybe potential last game in the Coliseum. Kind of cool.
That was a cool scene, man. Carr, Gruden bumping around the stands, just dapping everyone up.
And they beat your Broncos, which I know for you sucks, but for Raiders fans, that's the best team they could have beat to close out the stadium.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of fine with it. The Broncos season was already over, so at this point, it's you're playing for draft picks / potentially firing their coach. So we'll see.
Nice. What other stories do you like? You
Did
said
Jimmy, this is unpopular opinion right now.
Yeah.
And I clearly have biased reasons that I feel this way. But I think Gruden might be onto something.
In what way?
Dude, all right, so let me see if I can get the stats team on this quick enough.
Get those stats.
So everyone's been joking that the Raiders have a ton of picks. They traded away, they're talking about how they need a weapon on offense and they need a pass rusher. Those guys aren't easy to find. Gruden just like digging himself these tremendous holes so early in the season. In the past 10 games, Derek Carr without an interception, Jim.
Nice. I never doubted what Gruden was doing. I said everyone didn't expect him to do this, so they acted like he's crazy. He expected to do this as soon as he took the job. Like, to him, it's been the same exact plan from day one. Now, like Khalil Mack releasing him, that's probably stupid. And they traded. Yeah, they probably could have gone around on that move maybe and kept him. That was probably the one thing that really was too much like they made this plan for the future and they were like, no, we just need to go for the future. And I was like, well, come on. Change the plan for that guy. But everything else, I think Gruden didn't plan on winning this year, and everyone else thought he was going to come in and win, and then he didn't, and it was like, well, but he's not trying to, so you can't really knock him yet.
Well, let me, and I know you and I have stumbled onto the rebuild theory. A lot of the rest of the world doesn't want to hear that because football hasn't really had rebuild teams. Watch it. So next week, Oakland plays Kansas City, which I don't even know if Kansas City cares about the game. I don't know if they have anything to prove in that game, like standings-wise for the playoffs. Got to double-check that. But their defense is terrible, so Carr's going to have a good game. So say Carr goes 2 or 3 touchdowns, no picks. Everyone's going to say, wow, Carr's last 11 games. This is going to be the whole big thing for the Raiders, and next year they'll say, watch out for Derek Carr in his last 11 games. 15 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Gruden figured it out. They brought in a lot of new talent. Watch out for Derek Carr. So I'll probably go to Vegas, bet Derek Carr to win the MVP. Really good odds. And then I'll cash that in with my Yankees winning ticket as well.
Bingo, bango. You said the Redskins are a hard team to root for. I mean, DJ Swearinger, you really can't do what he did. He like literally came out and said, I don't know why we were playing man-to-man when they have a backup quarterback in. Just let us face the quarterback. We'll make plays. We're good. And he was like, I'm not the defensive coordinator, though, but I don't know why we're playing having those calls and that game plan. Yeah. You can't do that. Like, you can't do that. So
true.
You can't have a guy that's going to the media and just trashing everyone. You got to keep that in-house. But they're a fucked up organization to begin with. And I don't know, straight up releasing him. I don't know the contract situation. Was his contract up? Because then he's only out for 1 game. Then I don't care about this at all. But if he was going to be on the team next year, then this is stupid. Because like you said, the Redskins just picked up like the worst guy in the team and worst guy they could and brought him into their team.
Yeah, Reuben Foster with some domestic violence charges. Yeah, they've had other assault and DUI stuff, and yeah, this is the one they were like, let's get out in front of this and nip this in the butt.
I mean, from a business
Jimmy, you're right. Like, you can't do this, but at the same time, like you could just own it and it'd be out of the news in less than a minute. Like,
yeah, Well, I think
Yeah, DJ's an emotional player. We get that. We've talked to him about what we're trying to do as a coaching staff, and we're moving on. Like, end of story.
he had to be hassling them for every week, like just talking shit about the game plans. Always combative, I would guess. And then they were like, "Oh, you can't bring that outside of the locker room. You're gone." But like you said, the Redskins do a lot of dumb shit. I don't know his contract situation, but the Cardinals picked him up, and he's going to go play one game for the Cardinals. He's good, right?
Yeah, he's a Pro Bowl alternate, and so I know I saw on my Twitter sphere, I saw Patriots Nation gearing up because they're like, yes, finally, this is that. And just another classic Patriots move. We'll pick this guy up. He'll play like a Pro Bowl safety for us, and we'll win the title again. So I don't want to say I'm happy he's not there, but it's like, stop, Patriots fans. You guys can't turn around every player. That's not how this works.
Maybe.
You had Josh Gordon for like 10 weeks, and he gone.
Smoking the weed. Yeah, this Draymond story. Draymond's such a...
You're such a Draymond.
No, Draymond is such a man. What's the term? These are bully, dumb bully, like give and can't take. But those aren't really fitting what I'm trying to say.
I can encompass it in words, but I still don't have a word for it.
Yeah, like okay, so the Lakers just gave Draymond a ton of space every time he got the ball. All right, you make a move, Draymond, and then he didn't. He like panicked. They beat the Warriors pretty easily. Draymond didn't play great. And in the post game, he just calls it, that gimmicky offense. And he said it like 20 times. He's like, that gimmicky offense. I couldn't, I just got to make a move, but I didn't make moves. So that gimmicky offense worked. Like, dude, the gimmicky defense, I apologize. Gimmicky defense. He's like, the gimmicky defense, Draymond, was not playing defense on you. So I guess that is kind of a gimmick in a sense. Like, oh, y'all not going to card me? What's this gimmick? But it worked. It confused him. He didn't shoot. He didn't pass. He didn't drive. He just kind of stood there and was like, I can do whatever I want, and then didn't do anything. But I hate Draymond. He's good for his team and his fan base.
2015, 2016, he shot 39% from three, 54% from the field, 14 points, 9.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists. That was Draymond's like full blossom year. The year before that, we saw him be good, but this was full blossom. Like, he was one of the best defensive players in the league. Now it's 4 years later, and he just looks like such a shell of himself. He can't shoot at all. Like, he used to be, you had to guard him a little bit because he can make an open shot. Now he's shooting less threes, and he's shooting them at 22%. So that's 20 from 39 to 22.
Yeah, that's just very much like if you're the Lakers, you're laughing. You don't even have to rebuke anything.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get mad about him calling it a gimmick because, all right, it worked. If you want to say it's a gimmick, then you just got fooled by a gimmick. If you want to say good defense, then you just got fooled by good defense. Like, any way you want to chalk this up, Draymond, you lose. And I think by calling it a gimmick, he loses even more because it's just so in his head now.
Yeah, he's I think my boy Ryan Russillo, who I listen to, he interviewed Draymond, or I don't even think it was an interview. I think he just talked to him, and he was like, Draymond and Golden State have been in the news more lately because I think teams are looking for what's going to make them fall off, and everyone thinks it's Draymond, and it might be. And I guess what did he say? He told Draymond, he's like, hey man, like, would you? Sometimes like with the technical fouls and how you act out there and your demeanor, like, would you, do you ever think about changing that, or is that something you try to work on? And he just goes, no way, man. I'm Draymond Green. I was a second round pick. I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, man. Like, I like that. That's the whole speech he gave. And he's like, Draymond Green, to get to the point where he was when he was good Draymond Green, had that just like nasty chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And even though he's not what he used to be, he's still in his head. That's how he has to be Draymond Green.
Well, maybe that's how he pumps himself up. He calls it a gimmick defense, gets all angry about it, and then plays better next time. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're still going to be fine.
You don't like this 15-year-old Celtic player?
No.
What if I told you that when he was 10, he was playing in the under-20 league with guys 7, 8 years older than him and dominating, and he got signed, and those guys didn't?
It's nice.
What if I showed you this picture of him and his teammates playing, and he's up to their elbows?
Yeah, been there. Didn't help me.
I like prodigies. They rarely live up
You
to.
do like prodigies.
They rarely. So much hope.
Soccer is very much a prodigy sport, so I think that's why when you bring up these soccer prodigies, I'm a little less surprised.
Well, it's a prodigy sport, and some clubs have done it just to advertise their club.
Oh, I think a little bit, but it's also you're getting one of the best 15-year-olds out there, and if he pans out, he pans out. If not, it is good PR marketing.
Okay, well, you haven't even heard his name yet. Maybe once you hear his name, you'll like it.
Maybe.
Karamoko,
I don't dislike him.
Karamoko Dembele.
Dembele's a famous soccer name. I wonder if he's related.
There you go.
Related there.
Would you go? I would go by Moko.
So nepotism. I'd have to think about it.
Nepotism works. It's great.
MD, medical doctor.
Halftime.
Dembele.
End of the first half, into the second half. Jake, let's just throw a halftime show their way.
Okay.
1 through 8. Choose a number.
5.
And that's the half. Jomboy and Jake Radio. What a first half it was. Tri-state area, national sports. And right now we're going to have Jimmy O'Brien describe what's going on in front of him right now.
Jake he has his sports coat jacket around. He's modeling. He's posing. Oh, no, sexy lion. Now he's thrusting up on the bed. Oh, now he's got his hand in his pants. Oh, my God. And he's climaxed and is exhausted, laying on the bed, panting in disgust at what he just did. Thank you for listening. Now back to the second half of the show.
So that was the halftime show you chose for the audience.
Talk about that.
I think we fly right past it.
Just keep cruising.
Keep cruising on to the second half. You got any other halftime updates? People are a bit taken back right now.
We're a bit taken back right now. I don't know where you got any of that footage from. I don't know who that was with you.
That was me in a room. I've mastered the impression of your voice.
Oh, wow. No, man, just, getting back's a little tight.
Back into the swing of things.
Getting old.
Oh, I got off the couch. I was sitting like half Indian style, like on my left foot, bent back
for
a while. And I got off the couch and I was like, ugh. And Luke was like, what's wrong? Like, I just got off the couch. Nothing's wrong. It's just what happens now. Don't work out. I'm out of shape. And when I stand up, I go, oh.
I don't really mess with Indian style, man.
Me neither, but we're like 20 people on a couch. We have to.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, back to the second half.
Close call.
I know it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A man was jailed after throwing a beer at a bartender for changing Black Sabbath to Christmas music. A teenage drug dealer was carried down the street in his underpants while the police officers laughed at him. And DNA evidence recovered from notes left on vehicles at the University of Southern Indiana has linked a 32-year-old man to the theft of 30 pairs of panties in 2014. Dead chickens spill onto the road in front of a church after a Greenwood crash. A goose and gull at a park in California are recovering after overdosing on prescription pills someone left on the ground. And Japan to resume commercial whaling. Jake, back to the news. What do you got? What do you like?
You know, and I didn't even hear a lot of these news stories. It's tough when you disconnect, you know?
Yeah, none of these came across your news forums.
None of these just come across my life naturally.
Jess didn't walk into the apartment and say, "Did you hear about the goose and gull that overdosed?"
The way, so, I don't know if it's the way you're delivering goose and gull. I guess know what it is. Like, they're clearly going alliteration there because it should be goose and seagull.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you what a gull is. Is there more gulls than just a seagull?
I don't think so.
I love when we go bird talking.
Always with the bird talk.
Gulls or seagulls
Ring-billed
are seabirds.
gull.
Oh, there's more than one kind of gull. Yeah, there's a European herring gull and a black herring gull and a great black back herring gull.
James.
Yeah.
Google ring-billed gull.
Okay. So anyway, this goose and gull got ring-billed gull. Okay. Looks like a seagull.
Your most standard seagull there's ever been.
Yeah, but it's
So
got a
I'm
ring
thinking
on its
that.
bill. You see the ring on its bill?
Yeah, man. It looks like a seagull.
But it's got a little ring on its beak.
Yeah, that's oyster poop.
Anyway, someone left their prescription pills. The gulls and the goose got it. I wonder what it was. What is it like? Was it Adderall? Were they super like focused geese and gulls, just like eating food like it was all they ever could think of? Was it something else? Are they having seizures? I want to know what happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, I think you start going into some other stuff. What, you know, different pills have different effects on different things, chemical imbalance. So what was going on with the gull and the goose?
Maybe they had foreign language pills. They started speaking a new language.
Foreign language pills.
Do you think those will ever be a thing? Like, oh, I'm taking a trip to Spain. It's the year 2096. I got to go get some foreign language pills. And you just pop the Spanish pill in your mouth, and it lasts 2 weeks, and you're fluent in Spanish.
Like, definitely no.
You don't think that's ever going to exist?
Correct.
Okay.
I think there's instant translators. I think like there already are.
I think
how do they do UN meetings?
They talk straight into headphones that translate it live on the spot.
Bingo.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, if those exist, the pills will. Let's make a bet.
No, I don't think the pills will.
Our grandchildren will have to carry out. Like my grandson's going to be like,
I'll put some wagers. Okay.
Yeah. They're like, gosh. And then my grandson's going to meet your grandson. And like my grandson gets to punch your grandson square in the face. And your grandson's like, why do you get to punch me in the face? Like, oh, your dad bet that there wouldn't be foreign language pills in the year 2096. And then my grandson's like, it's 2080 and takes a pill and just says like, I get to punch you now in French. Let's do some.
I know we're not legally doctors. But tell me how this pill would work.
Okay. You go to the language pill store. They got a ton of languages.
Right.
They got a ton of dosages, 10 milligrams, 20 milligrams. Those translate to how long it lasts.
Right.
Okay. If you want to talk French for 1 day, you get like the 1 milligram French pill.
Okay.
You put it in, you swallow it. Okay. You have to go to sleep. You wake up.
You have to go to sleep.
Yeah, you have to go to sleep to let it really get your whole body going, like turn off your brain waves a little bit. And then you wake up and you're fluent in French for a day.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping you'd get a little more into the science because.
Oh, there's some like stuff, neurons, brain waves.
Okay.
Cells.
They're just listing words about the brain, you know.
Yep. Cells, amoeba.
Cells.
Yeah.
Cells.
Something goes in there and you just learn a new language.
Yeah, man. Okay. So.
Maybe they take a dead Frenchman and they
In
zap
2096.
Yeah,
when
they find the bit of his brain that knows language. They zap that out of him because he's done with it. He died. They put it into a pill. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know how that pill.
Language transplants.
You'd have to direct that into the new part of your brain. I don't know. I mean, it seems like my granddaughter's probably going to punch your grandson right in the face because
As long as they hang out, I'll be happy.
Your grandson's grandpa made a terrible bet.
Yeah, we should do more bets that involve our grandchildren.
Okay.
They just
You
have to
worked at
meet.
it.
They just have to meet every year. Like, hey, did you hear? Someone from Mars made it their way to America. Oh yeah, I had to kick you in the dick now. Your grandpa said you wouldn't do that. All right. Well, the goose and gull. I don't think they were on language pills, but they're recovering, so that's good. I want to talk about this. Is an old story. It's actually from 2015 that resurfaced. But a man jailed after throwing a beer at a bartender for changing Black Sabbath to Christmas music. And I totally get this because I used to go to a bar in California called the VE in my old town. That was cash only, just very local dive bar. Not that divey, but you've been there, right?
I've been there.
And they had one of those jukeboxes you pay for, and the regular crews always played death metal, just like. It was like, holy shit, this sucks to just sit around and like talk to people about, like just talk over death metal. Sucks. So we would always play sing along songs, and like Brad would always put "Bye Bye Bye" in there by Backstreet Boys. Is that Backstreet Boys? Yeah, and they would get so mad that we were changing their death metal. And you don't. Eventually, you can't fuck with those people. Well, they never threw beer at us. We used to write out of order on a piece of paper and then tape it to the jukebox and then get the app on our phone, and then we just controlled all the music.
Right.
Smart.
Bye-bye's in sync.
Bye-bye's in sync. Okay, good. I never know the difference.
And then I thought you had totally lost the story for a little bit because this is the person that changed Black Sabbath, which is bitchin', to Christmas music, and it's like you're bringing down the whole bar, man. We're here to rock.
That was on Christmas Day. Why don't Black Sabbath just make a Christmas song for this dude?
Yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they already have.
Black Sabbath wanted some good PR. They'd go find this guy that got arrested and make him a Christmas song.
Madtown, Madison, Wisconsin.
I think I need to go find Black Sabbath and be their PR assistant.
Chugged his glass bottle of Budweiser beer. Okay, so this brings up the marketing scheme.
That's a fighting beer, so that adds up.
Chugged his glass bottle of Budweiser beer, slammed it down on the counter, threw the bottle of beer in direction of the female bartender's head after he yelled expletives at her. Yeah?
Yeah.
People don't like that. And then there's a lot of gender-based obscenities.
Well, don't change his Black Sabbath.
Don't change his. Jimmy, know what website this is?
BlackSabbath.com.
www.metalinjection.net. So first and last time I will be on that website.
Oh, you're going to become a frequent metalinjection.net subscriber, and everyone knows.
I don't know.
Yeah. Click on the link of this teenage drug dealer carried down the street in his underpants by a laughing police officer. It's just a picture.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this teenage drug dealer, all his street cred is out the window. He's getting man-carried like a toddler over your shoulder by a police officer, and the police officer's chuckling, and the police officer's buddy is behind him chuckling, and he's like a 16-year-old drug dealer.
The guy carrying him doesn't even have the police officer outfit on. Like, that could just be a carpenter that was like, I'm done with this kid. Let's call him a drug dealer.
I think he was undercover. He was undercover cop. But yeah, the kid's crying, it looks like, and he's just getting fireman carried like a baby or a toddler over his shoulder. And they're just laughing. I mean, this kid has lost all his street cred.
Now he can no longer sell drugs. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to buy drugs from you. Hey, you that dude that the cop was carrying like a baby and you were crying and he was laughing? Like, yeah, man.
Oh, they'll buy drugs from him.
Yeah, but they won't pay their debts, Jake.
Well, we'll see.
Are there a lot of
Maybe
debts
he'll
in
get
the drug game?
some creative business models.
Are there a lot of
down
debts?
payments?
Yeah, there are like down payments and loans in the drug world. I feel like there are, but there shouldn't be. Like, why are you getting trusted?
I mean, I think it's one of those. It's the scene you see in a movie. Like someone's like, "Hey, I've been coming to you for drugs for 4 years. I'll hit you. I'll hit you with the 20 last week." And then you see the drug dealer goes, "You said that last week, buddy."
Yeah, I guess everyone involved is never too smart. Because I do it. You had to pay up front.
I'd have to argue that some drug dealers are extremely smart.
That's how you build a loyal base, though.
Keep them coming back.
Some drug dealers are smart, but not the 16-year-olds doing it in their neighborhood.
Most likely, no. Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, you can become smart, and then you rule the whole kingdom. You
Not
thought
a lot
about
of
getting into
16-year-olds are smart.
you thought about getting into the drug selling game at one point, right?
Let's hear about it. That's
You?
First I've heard.
I'm just asking. Is it a no?
You're asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you. I thought you were like, I'm going to be a drug dealer. I thought you thought about that once.
Never came up.
Oh, it must be
Never
someone
came
else.
up.
Must be another Jake I know.
Oh, it must have been someone else. Maybe it's your deep dark thoughts that you're reflecting on me.
No, I would be shocked if you
Oh
said
no,
yes.
that no sounded like a yes. That was a yes no.
If you were like,
No.
yeah, Jimmy, I'm going to be a drug dealer, I would have. I would have. I don't think you should do it, Jake. I'm shocked that you would even have this
Just to be
thought.
safe, I'm gonna tell your parents that you're dealing drugs. Just to be safe.
Oh, you
I'm
think
looking
they
out
believe
for you.
You think
I'm
they
looking
believe you?
out for you. Yeah.
That means I got to talk to strangers.
Yeah.
Go to come to my house. No way. Oh, I have some thoughts on this dude. This dude who was stealing panties in 2014, DNA
Sure.
now links him to it, and he's arrested now.
Yeah.
What's the statute of limitations on panty theft? Can't you have one rogue summer where you find a weird hobby, you correct it? It's 4 years later, you're like, man, thank God that hobby fell off. I didn't continue doing that. That was weird. And now he's in jail? Come on, let a panty thief have some statute of limitations. I think it should be like 1 year.
Yeah, I don't know about this. I guess there were some explicit notes to the victims that they were being watched, so it's more of a stalker thing.
Oh yeah. I don't like that part.
Yeah. Oh,
Was
but
he
you
breaking
like
into their houses?
the DNA panties part.
Just think, man, you pick up a hobby for the summer of 2014.
Well, again, let's talk about hobbies for a little bit. Like you're drug dealing with this guy's panty stealing. I don't think those are hobbies. Those are bad things. You can't let people run with those.
What if okay, I have something. This sounds like he was writing threatening notes and probably breaking into their house, and that's bad. What if he was just going to laundromats and stealing like one panty at a time, and it was just a thing he did for 2 months, 1 year? But sure, he nabbed 30 because he was good at it. But then he came to. He's like, I got to stop doing this. What are your thoughts now?
Still not into it, so no.
What if he was repurposing
Stay
them?
away from my laundry while it's cleaning.
What if he was repurposing them, sewing them together for his nana who had run out of clothes?
There'd be so much better ways to do it. So then I think he's a stupid drug dealer like you.
Ugh. But his nana would have a sweet panty garment.
If he was selling drugs to take care of his nana, now we're talking.
That'd be better.
Yeah, that'd be better.
He's helping people get high instead of hurting people by losing their panties.
Right?
Oh shit. I haven't been recording.
Good.
It died. But I have something that I just blanked on because I just found out my recorder died.
Yeah. I mean, we got whaling on there. I thought you were gonna hit that first because of your whale obsession, but
Oh, Japan to resume whaling. I think they were like, hey, save the whales, and Japan was like, nah, we make a lot of money off of them, so we're gonna keep doing it.
yeah.
Simple as that. Imagine if Japan was like, America, stop shooting your deer. We'd be like, well, stay out of our fucking business, Japan.
Yeah.
So I think Japan, they're whalers. What are you gonna do?
Support some local community.
You want to do one T-quad?
Sure.
You have one that you like? Why do we park on driveways but drive on parkways? By
Pretty
wit.
good.
Do you know the answer to this, Jake?
No.
You want me to tell you?
Sure, man.
Driveways were not intended to be parked on. They took you from your street to the garage. So it was a driveway.
Nice.
You drove on it to the garage. A parkways were invented in the East Coast to take you to the parks and out of the city.
Is the parkway part true? Because I like the driveway part.
Yeah, the Parkway too is true as well.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to Google it and talk through it for a little bit. But yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I think the first highways were invented to take people out of the city and to like the beaches and the state parks.
Yeah. Scenic park, sure. Makes sense to me.
There you go. That's the reasoning. There you have it. Wit yo.
Wait, yo.
Wit yo. Scotch or bourbon. We already did that one, right? Yeah, we already did that one. Do you use a squatty potty? Oh, buddy, do I. Best Christmas gift I ever got last year.
Yeah, I'm Jim, you know, I'm a little more street than you. You can squatty potty without the squatty potty. You just got to lean into it.
No, but it's not as relaxing.
Oh no, but you know, some people can't afford the luxuries in life, Jim.
Yeah, you got to get it as a present.
I just lean over. It's all angles. That's literally what the squatty potty.
I'll buy you a squatty potty.
I don't want one.
It's nice.
We're up in the streets, man. We used to lean over to get our poops out.
All right, that's the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in. Are we going to be back tomorrow? Yeah, we're good for the rest of the week. Normal schedule now, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, when's Christmas? When's New Year's Eve? I think we're even doing a show then.
Next week. That's Monday, bro.
Oh, cool. All right, we'll see you the rest of this week. We'll see you tomorrow.
Play the fight song.
I am sitting in the morning, the